Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Fierce Conversation, episode 4. This is Alice Wheaton.
It's your girl, Mish.
What's up, everybody? This is Trey.
And no IGA was here, but she not here because she doing stuff.
This episode is just going to be a little bit different. All week, everybody has been talking about the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj situation at New York Fashion Week. And it's so heavy that we wanted to do a special episode. If you don't know what happened, Trey, can you fill us in on what happened?
So basically, it's a bunch of clips circulating online. TMZ had the best footage, like they always do. It cuts to Cardi yelling at Nicki from across the room, like, bitch, say something about my kid again. Bitch, say something about my kid again. And security is, like, separating the two ladies. And then another clip, the next clip, Cardi can be seen throwing a shoe in Nicki's direction. It doesn't make contact. But at some point during the scuffle, Cardi catches an elbow from security. It's speculated that she got hit by security. And then her and her team get escorted out of the event, and that's when everyone saw that infamous photo with that big knot on her forehead.
Purple eye.
Right. But Ra Ali did not do that. Let's clear that the fuck up right now. Her manly ass definitely didn't elbow nobody, so that was definitely a bow from security.
Then Nicki Minaj went on Queen Radio.
Well, immediately after the incident, she was outside. That's when they photographed her outside, like, you know, taking all those flicks and shit, doing the most. I don't know if y'all saw those.
Oh, yeah, well, she was...
putting her leg up and licking the poles and all that extra ass shit.
Showing out.
Right, and then fast forward to Queen Radio. That's when she, you know, was really talking her shit.
Cardi B recently, she just posted... She was quiet. She started posting her little stats. Mm-hmm. Not to say her little stats like that, but she started posting her stats.
Her big stats.
Because, immediately the next day, her Tom Ford lipstick went on sale. It sold out.
Sold out instantly.
In less than 24 hours. Then after that, she posted her song Bodak Yellow being played On the Run, too. Mm-hmm. Then she posted about her music sales from Invasion of Privacy, how it's at the top of the 2018 releases for sales.
Number 3.
Oh, excuse me. She posted that her Invasion of Privacy is the 3rd best-selling album that was released this year. Yes. So I know all this stuff happened last week, but last week I was a little bit more passionate about it because I was so surprised by everything that went down. Like the fact that it happened at New York Fashion Week. The fact that it happened at all. Like, I haven't heard of female rappers getting into a physical altercation. Have you?
But I have not heard of that. But when we were talking about watching State of Culture, I do agree a lot with what Remy said in the beginning. She only been famous and #1 hit making for an entire year.
No,
she been this ghetto hood ratchet.
That's not an excuse because it's a time and a place. I'm in this situation. I'm Team Cardi, but I can say that Cardi was wrong for that. Like, you don't pull that shit there.
In Fashion Week,
she could have called Nicki somewhere else. Do it at the BET Awards. Could have called her there.
Why you got it down? What's the difference between the BET Awards and New York Fashion?
Because they expect that shit at the BET Awards.
That's what I'm saying. They expect them bras. Nipsey was out there slapping niggas. Like, you could do that at the BET Awards and get away with it.
He dog slapped the shit out of that.
It was just a better. It could have been. I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know, she was in the moment and heated, so it's like, fuck where I'm at. It's on site, but she could have did it somewhere else. I don't know.
This whole situation is disgusting to me. Like, I am thoroughly disgusted.
I'm not disgusted.
I am disgusted.
I'm excited.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm not disgusted because, oh my God, these women are fighting. But I am disgusted because they are rappers that are not rapping. Like, how are you in a rap beef but you're not rapping? And at this point, it became like a whole bunch of he said, he said, she said type bullshit. Mm-hmm. And my whole thing is always about us being respected in the industry the same way that the men are. Men don't even respect that shit. That's what they was calling Meek Twitter fingers when he tried to do the shit that they doing right now. So I'm disgusted about that. If they come back with some bars, then I might, you know, be rejuvenated.
But the problem is you got two ladies who don't write their raps beefing. How you gonna take that
to wax? Nicki don't write her raps?
All right, let's not start that debate. Moving on. Cause I don't give a fuck with nobody. Don't neither one of them write their raps. Nicki's whole thing is clowning Cardi for that. Nicki don't write her shit either, and if she do, it's not a majority of it. She's definitely not writing. She still got 6 and 7 people on track.
I didn't know you was in the studio with her. I mean, girl, take me there with you. Shit, can I be in the studio with Nicki? I'm just saying.
And if she does write her own raps, the best you could do is rhyme King Kong with King Kong, bitch. That's what
she said it 3 times for 3 different meanings. You had to be a little bit deeper.
Shut up.
All right, I won't be quiet because you didn't get
the Barb and her is coming out. The Barb is coming out.
Okay, Bardi gang. I do want to say that I respect Cardi for what she did. I mean, that wasn't the time, nor was it the place. I stand by that. But at the same time, she living that life that she rap about. And it took a lot to have all the stuff on her plate that she does and to pull a stunt like that in front of everybody. That took some balls. And I respect her ass for that. And in the same breath, like, dudes don't even be doing that shit.
Right. She proved she's about that life. 100%.
However, on site mean on site. And she saw her ass at the BET Awards and VMAs. And she ain't do shit. So I want to know what's the real reason why she really ran up.
Because she was being antagonized. You can't tell me, like you said, she saw her at previous events and didn't do shit.
So it's not on site.
She heard her talking about her kid, or Nicki talking about her kid, or somebody talking about her kid, and that's why she, again, in the clip, she was like, say something about my kid again.
And that's a whole different level of raw to fuck with, because Nicki don't have kids. So Nicki not gonna understand that level of we can beef all you want to. You call me bitches. You can talk about how my man cheating on me. All that shit. Don't put your mouth on my kid. Period. Like,
I'm sorry, but if you fighting, ain't nothing off limits. I'm sorry. Like, if I don't like you, I don't like your skanky ass mama. I don't like your skanky ass daughter. I don't like your skanky ass
well.
I want to say, that's how it be. You can't pick and choose what's off limits. If y'all really hate each other, like Ava said, you can't really pick and choose what you can say and what you can't say.
She lying. One, I feel like Cardi is lying about the whole this is about culture. If you got to beef with the girl, then you got to beef with the girl. And most importantly, you saying that she was talking about culture, but you talked about people's kids. Now, everybody done been there.
It probably escalated. Culture was probably the catalyst. Like, that's probably what made it throw the shoe.
The last little drop.
But they got a history. Nicki got a history of antagonizing Cardi. Like, come on.
How?
Let's go back to the money. Nicki has a history of stopping bags for bitches.
Cardi ain't never stopped a bitch bag.
She just did that. She just, this was her first time doing that on top of, Cardi stopping bags, Nicki stopping bags.
Several bitches. Nicki has a history of stopping bags.
Define stopping bags, because define stopping bags.
Performances, awards. Fuck you mean stopping bags, stopping the money?
No, on some real shit. If you're in business, you ain't a rapper. You're in business. You're trying to make money off of a product. What the fuck are you going to do in your marketing campaign? You're going to get the advertisement that's going to bring you the most funds, right? That's just business.
Nicki has literally...
No, that's the business. That's the music industry.
Exactly. And Nicki gonna bring in more dollars than Cardi B, no matter how popular Cardi is at this time. So if somebody says, you know what, I can't work with you because I can make more money with her, that was their business decision. It has nothing to do with Nicki.
People have accused Nicki of literally saying, like, okay, well, if so-and-so comes, I'm not coming. If so-and-so is there...
That's business.
The fuck?
That's bad stuff.
That is business, because you got to understand, this not them hanging out, being on some cool rah-rah shit. This is business.
But
this
if you're the queen and you the top-notch bitch, you shouldn't care about who's showing up to the award
show. If I'm McDonald's, I don't want no Burger King eating ass bitch at my damn plate, okay? I don't want that.
No, that's a cop-out, because if anything, if I'm that bitch, if I'm really running shit like I say I am,
I'm going to flex on you in front of you.
You see how she did the BET Awards. She performed in Remy face and didn't give no fuck. Why can't she do the same for Cardi?
She did perform at the VMAs in front of Cardi.
I thought Cardi left. She still there?
Well, that's on Cardi if she left. She still took the performance on. But at the end of the day, it's about business. It's about business and Cardi taking it, making it personal.
What was the award they gave at the VMAs?
Best female artist.
Best female, and Cardi won it, and they didn't present that there.
If they didn't present it because of something that Nicki
said,
more respect to Nicki. That's the power move. That's the power move. That's the power move, bitch. If I'm so powerful, that's the power move.
But
fuck Nicki Minaj. That's some punk ass.
Fuck Cardi B. That's some soft ass shit. Don't get mad. Step your game up. And how she stop her bag if, like we just said in the beginning, you are among the top 5, top 10 or whatever, top 3 selling albums this year? You done sold how many? Invasion of Privacy, your first album sold how many records? Broke how many records? What bag got stopped? Okay, exactly. but not Nicki, but
I'm
Cardi.
Just telling you
Cardi
what the
took,
argument is. I'm telling you what Cardi is saying.
Cardi took what the fuck is the girl name? Cardi took Cash Doll off her record. She got that record from YG. Dreezy even did a verse on that same record.
Like I said, Nicki is out here.
Cardi took Steph London.
Wait, we can't argue. We can't yell over each other.
Then let me finish my point.
Hold on. My rebuttal. Nicki is out here so fucking pressed. She's still saw some R&B bitches. Like I said in the group.
That was different. That was personal. That was personal. That was fucking the same nigga.
Bitch.
She had to pull a power move. Yep.
I'm saying my whole point is, I don't know if you guys saw the list of the highest paid rappers of 2018, and wasn't no woman on the fucking list. So I'm not finna fight with none of you raggedy bitches. I'm finna go to this nice Caucasian event and Crystal in my Versace and eat fucking caviar and pay a bitch dust.
But sometimes you gotta show a bitch, even though you got a little money, that you can still get ratchet. I'm just saying. But that is true. Wasn't no female rapper on the 4 top highest paid rappers list. Like I said, Cardi done stopped some bitches' bags, so she can't get mad at Nicki for stopping her bag.
But my whole thing is, why is Nicki so worried about Cardi? They're in 2 different lanes and 2 different places in life. Cardi is 10 years younger than Nicki. Why is Nicki even paying Cardi attention? That's my whole thing.
Because she keep talking about it. People keep putting it on there. Keep putting them 2 against each other.
I think this whole thing is getting blown out of proportion by people in their ears. I don't think neither one of them hoes really give a fuck.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think you can't let this little young Bronx bitch can't rap. You can't let her punk you. And Cardi is like, oh, you can't let this old hoe punk you. And now they looking the goddamn fool with LaToya Jackson with. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah, I need Nicki to retire that wet and wavy blonde wig. Hang it up, let it dry.
Y'all won't me
if y'all could see.
That's the only wig though. I do like the new look. But what's his name? Tay.
Shout out to Tay. Chicago born and raised.
Yes, I do like.
For all of our listeners that are listening right now, if y'all could see the veins that are popping out of this girl's neck.
We've been arguing about this all week.
I don't understand
all week.
The hatred or the animosity that people have towards Nicki Minaj. As some real shit, she is an established artist. She is a fucking icon in terms of hip hop.
That's why people looking at her crazy because she's a fucking
carry yourself. If you're an OG, carry yourself like an OG.
If I'm an OG and you respect me, why is you even comparing this new person to me?
She gotta take that up with who doing that shit, not with Cardi. That's not Cardi's problem.
Cardi co-signing it. She feeding into it.
The fuck? That's what she's supposed to do. I'm the new bitch and I got the OG.
That's
bitch
not what you're supposed to do. If you're the new person on campus, you don't go in there all arrogant and bravo with all that bravado.
She did the same thing to Kim.
And you can't back it up. But Nicki Bardi, one. Let's go back. When Kim was, when Nicki came out, Kim was just coming out of her hiatus from going to jail. Wasn't nobody really fucking with Kim. Kim's career at the point when Nicki Minaj came out was not equivalent to Nicki Minaj's career at the time that Cardi B came out.
It's still,
and
it's still the same thing.
It's a different type of way of accessing music. So that's a null point. Like, if Kim was coming out now and had the same type of access to Twitter and social media, it's not even the same.
But Kim was releasing music, and it's not like she was in jail after the fact. She could have dropped another record. Wasn't nobody fucking with Kim on that level. And that's not anybody's fault. That's not the internet or none of that, because the internet exists now. She just dropped 2 whole singles. Where are they?
Can we sidetrack for a second?
Bitches making no real money compared to their male counterparts. So I'm saying, what are you fighting for? Y'all looking crazy as fuck. And it's just, it's an embarrassment for females in hip hop. It's an embarrassment.
Them fighters.
Real quick. Who is Lil Kim's team? Because they're terrible.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Everything is bad.
Do she got a team?
I don't know.
She should have a team.
She got a team. Somebody making them LaToya Jackson was in the back, bitch.
I don't know who, but I think Go Off. Go Off. Have y'all heard that little snippet from Go Off? I think Go Off probably gonna be gonna be it.
No.
She walked down the runway at New York Fashion Week too. Yeah, when Go Off dropped, I think Go Off gonna be the one.
Shit, she's been looking for the one for 10 years.
Genie in the bottle when these bitches fight. And I would have liked to see Christina Aguilera performance. I'm just saying.
Christina Aguilera, she said she was.
Fashion Week.
She said she was amped about that though, that they was fighting during her set. She like, damn, I missed it.
And the crazy part is that's like what she was upset about the most is that she did not get to see it.
I mean, to be there in person, yeah, that's some, some exclusive shit. The two top bitches fighting or trying to fight. So if you was there, you was gonna walk off? I'm
just saying I get disturbed by saying the two top bitches. Like, what the fuck? Cardi B is...
They are, but think about numbers-wise and music. They are the only two female rappers that's dominating the radio right now. Like, dominating the radio.
We're not saying it's right. That's just what it is.
Because I'm like, that's not right.
I'm not gonna lie. I need to listen to Dream Doll. I heard it was good. I like Cash Doll. Who? It's somebody else I like. I cannot remember.
You talking about Laughing Plastic too?
Yes. Cash Doll's project, what was it? Ice Me Out? Icy?
No, that's a single.
Oh.
Ice Me Out.
Oh. It's somebody else I'm forgetting. But it's like 3 rap girls that I'm like interested in see where their career goes.
Well, you finna hear more Dream Doll because Dream Doll just signed with Atlantic because they about to deactivate Cardi B because she did way too much. A lot of celebrities unfollowed Cardi B. They wasn't really fucking with her making that scene.
That fight, that's one thing the fight did do. It's gonna force people to pick a side. That's definitely like the line is drawn and which side you on in this whole situation.
So whose side are you guys on? Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
Cardi.
No.
Latoya Jackson, bitch.
Obviously, I'm on Nicki's side. I mean, like, I don't understand. She didn't even do nothing. Nicki wasn't even aggressive in the situation.
Let's talk about when she was on Queen Radio after it happened. I thought she had every right to defend herself, but I thought how she did it was completely corny as fuck. I will say that.
And she was bringing up old shit, for sure.
I still think she's having a mental breakdown. Like, she's screaming and, you are a mother. You're at the head of your career. Like, Nicki, you're the queen. Shut the fuck up and just say this happened. She looks stupid. She looks corny. Because they both look crazy as hell. Her response is totally off the chain to me.
It was definitely too much. Didn't she call the bitch who she said Cardi liked the tweet about her baby dying or something?
No, Cardi told her that she hoped that that's why her baby died.
She called the girl to verify. Like, that's corny as fuck. Like,
that's getting your receipts.
No, Nicki bringing up. First of all, you bringing up old ass receipts. Like, Nicki stupid. Sorry, she just dumb. That shit was corny. Corny as fuck. Who she have in the studio with her? Ra Ali, manly ass. Fuck her too. That old burly. Oh, I hate her. I hate her. Every time.
I hate Ra Ali, but she has no seat at the table. Like, Nicki, what the fuck are you doing?
Why is she still able to get into these places? First of all, Ra Ali. Every time she got something to say, cue that clip of Sky beating her ass at Black Ink.
I thought she beat Sky.
No, Sky walked her ass. Dog walked her ass right on out of that shop.
Yep.
Fuck her.
Pulled her motherfucking wigs off. Took her damn waist trainer off. Shit.
That bitch been wearing a waist trainer. She been wearing a waist trainer for 10 years. And
did she get beat up on Love and Hip Hop?
I think so. I don't know. She didn't have beat up more than once.
I don't.
But here's my question though: is Nicki ever gonna evolve past being a Barbie? Like, you still gonna be 50 being a Barbie, or is that acceptable?
She just posted her pictures from the Wonderland magazine shoot, and she said she loved being a Barbie. So I guess that's her saying that she gonna always be that.
I mean, I think she can evolve with that.
But Lil Kim been the same Lil Kim since day one. I don't understand why it's so hard or so wrong of Nicki Minaj to still be Nicki.
I think she can still go with the whole Barbie thing. Like, I was gonna use Lil Kim as a reference. I don't have see nothing wrong with that. I just feel like her personality is a little wonky. Like I said before, I think right now she's an obnoxious pillhead, so I'm cool on Nicki. I don't know, it's something off with her right now. She just off.
Pillhead.
I like obnoxious and unpleasant women. So the very reasons that y'all don't look at us, whatever. And the very reasons that y'all don't like her is the reason that I do like her. Like, It's people like Nicki in this world that are like that, myself included. You say stuff and you don't even be thinking that hard about how other people gonna receive it. It's just you expressing yourself. And if we can take Cardi B expressing herself, I don't understand why it's an issue with Nicki expressing herself.
Because Nicki's come from a different cloth. Like Nicki's a Liz and really legend for what it's worth, quote unquote, in this female industry. And it's just like
she's not acting like a legend.
Like I just expect more from her. That's just me.
And that's really all it is. We expect more. We expect better. We don't have those expectations for Cardi. Not yet.
That's kind of insulting, though. That's like a catch-22. Like, it's okay for Cardi to act ignorant because you don't expect her to be anything more than that?
Not right now. No, the bitch been famous for 5 minutes.
We don't expect nothing else from that bitch but to talk about being a gangbanger. Nicki Minaj has actual talent.
So people don't like Nicki because they feel that she's talented?
No, people don't like Nicki because she's acting like a damn coon.
I guess.
Big facts.
I guess. I don't feel that way. I will say I did, like, I thought when I first heard the Queen Radio episode, I was eating popcorn like, ooh, did she really just go that far with it? Did she really just say that? But then the next day when I calmed down off the hype or whatever, I was like, that was kind of mean girlish because of Nicki Minaj's reach. So she pretty much just told like 10 million people like Cardi is a fucked up person. But she was defending herself.
All I know is I want to see what Cardi got to say.
Their album's number one though, so they both looking real fucking crazy.
Who?
Ain't neither one of their albums number one right now.
But Cardi went number one. Did she go number one?
She went number one, however,
and this right now they both look stupid as fuck. What the fuck? I'm sitting here. I'm worth $1 billion. Didi, you worth $1 billion. Trey worth $1 billion. And we finna fight over oodles and noodles and who got the best flavor ramen? No, bitch.
It got to be deeper than that, though. The same way that Nicki was saying on the show. Cardi's so fucking mad that she don't even know who she mad at. And she taking it out on everybody.
But I think the same applies for Nicki, too. Like, I think Nicki's not happy where she's at. I think Cardi's not happy with what's going on with all this Offset shit and all the people in her camp. They're both not happy and they taking it out on each other.
But Nicki's I feel like she's been very open about her not being happy with things. Especially since Queen dropped. She has been very vocal about how unhappy she is with that situation.
But I think it's more than just how she's not. I think in her life, I think Nicki's trying to figure it out and reinvent herself.
I guess.
I think, from what she's showing.
I don't see a problem with the way that she's acting. She being her. Like, I don't think that we should be justified.
Crazy to you?
She don't look crazy to me. She look like she being her. That's who she is. She's always been that outspoken person when it came to interviews, saying crazy, outlandish stuff.
Exactly.
That at the time.
In an interview. When a bitch catch her on the street, she quiet. It's cricket.
What was she supposed to do exactly with all the big ass security in front of her?
Buck up on her ass.
So we're not gonna talk about how Cardi didn't sit up here and didn't wait to start a fight until security was around. She could have came up to her on some low key sneaky shit and snuffed her. Did she do that?
So you would have respected it if she snuck her?
Not snuck her, but I would have respected it if you wouldn't have. That's like some passive aggressive shit. I'm gonna fight you, but I'm gonna wait till there's enough people around to stop me.
And what Nicki been doing ain't passive aggressive. I'm gonna do all this to antagonize you, and then when you snap and when you go,
I don't think she's done all of this stuff to antagonize her.
I'm gonna act like I don't know what's going on.
I don't think she's done all of this stuff to antagonize her. One, Nicki been calling bitches her son since day one. So you mean to tell me in 2010 that Nicki was talking about Cardi?
But she had sons when nobody coming out. She wasn't nobody making music. It was just been Nicki for the past 10 years. Cardi's been her real first competition.
All I'm saying,
she can't handle it.
That was okay. Wasn't nobody fucking with her either.
All I'm saying is everybody's saying, even with Vivica Fox, she came out with her comments saying that Nicki's been pushing these buttons and poking at Cardi here and there. Everything that Nicki Minaj has said, period, about these rappers is not about Cardi B.
But
you a fool if you believe that.
It's not about you're a fool if you believe opposite, because she has. Azalea Banks has come out and said some crazy stuff about Nicki Minaj. Her and Dream Doll has some issues. Any type of female, including K. Michelle, the R&B bitch you was talking about earlier, touch any girl that touches Safari, Nicki got an attitude with them. She be pushing everybody buttons. In her song, she said, I bust shots. Don't duck if they don't apply. Like, come on.
All right, well, don't duck when that shoe come at her head then.
She
Fuck out of here.
She throw stones and then hide her hand.
Y'all just want to be mad. Y'all just want to be mad. I don't understand.
It's not innocent.
I don't think that Cardi's going to be canceled. Let me just say that.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they're going to cancel her. I think they're going to find a way to make it work for her and Dream Doll if Dream Doll do anything. I don't think they're going to cancel Cardi like that.
I don't think they're going to cancel her in terms of her, like, being famous or whatever, but they're going to cancel her in terms of music. It seems like they're going to
put her in a back burner.
Yeah, like, even Joe Budden said that. Joe Budden said that Atlantic is going to stop backing her, like, she keep at it like this. And I think that she probably just going to go into being a personality. You might see her ass back on Love and Hip Hop. Or her own reality show, The Offsets.
I think it's too soon.
Come through and bust all their ass. Dream Doll finna make some bullshit because they trying to replace Cardi now with Dream Doll on Atlantic. So this hoe's finna be replaced.
I think it's too soon to write her off. I give it at least another year. I think
so you think she gonna maintain this same type of celebrity?
I do. Yeah.
Who, Cardi?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
I think she'll maintain the celebrity, not the music.
I don't know. She's made so many relationships. There's so many people that want to work with her. I think, for me, I can't call it. I think she'll maintain the celebrity as far as music. I think it's too early to call it. I think she still has a chance.
If you're listening, Buckalese, do a baby special, bitch. Sit the fuck down.
I'm saying, why she ain't did that yet?
So she supposed to use Culture as a...
Hell, what's the girl name? Kylie did it for the boy, to shoot his shit past Nicki. She did it for the boy. You, Stormy, come me and Stormy are ready for tour.
We need names.
Come see me and Stormy. We ready for tour.
Who was listening to Travis Scott before Nicki went on a rampage?
A lot of people.
I gave it a listen. I like Travis Scott.
When Astro World first dropped, because it dropped on the same day that YG dropped his album and Mac Miller, rest in peace, people were saying that it was overproduced. They saying that he overused the auto-tune. Astro World was not getting good reviews until Nicki went on her rampage. When Nicki went on her rampage, that's when people started saying, oh, this album is so great. Not to say that people wasn't, rappers and industry people were saying it was good.
Rampage because it was already doing better than hers, right?
She went on a rampage because they let Travis Scott count his merchandise sales towards as album sales, but they wouldn't let her do that.
I thought Nicki benefited from that as well too in the past.
They wouldn't let her do it. They said that they changed the rules or whatever, and she couldn't use those merchandise sales as a part of her first week sales, so they took them out. Because if you think about it, they saying that she only sold like 100,000 or 200,000 first week, but then Queen got certified as gold like 2 to 3 weeks later, so she's already sold over 500,000 copies. But her first week sales is like around 200 something around.
You think that's her best
album? That's the first album that I like besides the Pink Print. So I do think so. I don't think it's better than Beam Me Up Scotty because I like mixtape Nicki above anything. Period.
Yeah, it's definitely not better than Beam Me Up Scotty because Beam Me Up Scotty is my shit.
She was hungry. I don't know. Both these hoes were tied through and delayed.
I tell y'all some haters. Like, not want to say some haters, but I just don't understand the whole Nicki hate train. I don't get it. Like, I love Nicki.
I love Nicki. But it's just, if she could go back to being Pink Print Nicki, as far as rhymes is concerned, then that's cool. But it's like the stuff that she rapping now is like, you rapping just to be an asshole to these other bitches.
Why not?
And to be mediocre. You beyond mediocre.
Let me say this. I'm not a total Nicki hater. Like,
I love me some Nicki.
I'm Team Cardi, but I said before, I had high hopes for Queen. Like, I just don't like her music that she putting out. She put out some music I fuck with, then cool. I'm going to still entertain, I'm going to still be Team Cardi, but I can't knock good music when I hear it. I don't like what she putting out.
I don't like what Cardi B putting out. I listened to...
Well, there you go, shit.
I mean, I listened to Invasion of Privacy that one time, and I wasn't necessarily taken away. I will give her credit where it's due. That first track, that intro track, where you could tell that...
That was Dreams and Nightmares.
That was her.
The female version.
But
was it? The Meek intro.
The intro. Like, I enjoyed that. I felt like she was really being honest. She was being sincere. The rest of the album, it was hit or miss. I didn't listen to it track by track because some of that shit I had already heard. Bodak Yellow, I wasn't listening to that shit again. And you can tell that it wasn't really Belcalis. Okay? Like, that first album, your first album is supposed to be your baby. It's supposed to be that defining moment of your career. If no other album besides that one, that's supposed to be all 100% you. That album, Invasion of Privacy, is 100% Atlantic, minus the intro. And I can't get jiggy with that shit. But how can you compare that to Nicki?
What if all of this is just a PR stunt and they best friends in real life and we sitting here looking like bumps on the fucking pickle?
I used to think that until they fought.
I ain't getting no doubt on my motherfucking head in a pretend fight. No, dude, we ain't. That ain't happening. You ain't gonna knock my shit up.
Like, girl, we gonna show up at Fashion Week and you gonna act like we ain't friends and we gonna fight and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, bitches do anything now for publicity.
Her publicist was right there with the camera ready. She was ready to record. She wanted that shit to happen. Like we said last time, Cardi B, she need, well, I ain't gonna even say a sister circle. She need a better team because no way in hell should your publicist be right there with the camera ready talking about like some damn world star. Like, that shit.
I do want to see what she got to say about it. She did comment on somebody's IG post or comment, replied to a comment. They asked her something like, where's the music or what you got to say about all this? And she said, or what they was like, why you been so quiet? And she said, she's been quiet.
She's fucking miserable.
No, she said,
the publicist.
She said, not her publicist, Cardi. And Cardi responded saying she's about to tell everything. She said she going to tell everything soon enough.
Are y'all here for this record?
Nicki finna write a book, bitch. It's finna be a book tour about everything going on.
I can see her doing that shit. She gonna make some money off that shit.
Right.
She gonna play the victim. Like she always do.
So Cardi don't play the victim? Cardi don't play the victim?
Don't play the victim like she always
Cardi never
do.
plays the victim?
But for you to be the bad guy, she one victimizing ass bitch. Like, she always, oh, I'm the bad guy. Everybody likes me, everybody picks on me. Like, girl, which one is it? Pick one.
Bitch, you been corn. Bitch, you been corn. Bitch, you been corn. That's all I got to say.
Whatever. People do pick on her because I don't know why they pick on her.
Now you defending her being the victim.
I'm not saying she necessarily is the victim, but people do pick on her. And so she was like, since y'all want to say that I'm the bad guy, I'm going to show y'all what the fuck the bad guy do. But that does not change the fact that people still pick at her.
She deserves
people pick on Nicki?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Most of them bitches get picked on.
That's
true.
That's
why they sitting there looking stupid as fuck.
They really have more in common, in my opinion, than they do.
That's why they bump heads like that.
Similarities and differences. But
and you know what pissed me off? I'm sorry, we gotta take it to a black woman thing because we black women. Nicki Minaj trying to put Cardi on blast and saying she hate black women, but do we consider Nicki?
Nicki done got 8 shades lighter since she been popping. So.
Huh?
I said Nicki done got 8 shades lighter since she been.
Ain't she from the island? She Trinidadian.
She a Trin.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
I thought she was saying, "Oh, she changed colors with the seasons." I don't know. That's off of my head. Like, no, I don't want to hear that bullshit.
All I'm saying is she's like her native is. I said
ain't they both some kind of island something?
Yes,
you know, goddamn islander.
We both know they black, but them bitches don't know they black.
Don't say we.
Know the motherfucking thing.
Don't say we when it comes to that. I don't think Cardi B is black.
She is.
You don't think so? I
No.
thought she's black. She got the African ass.
Cardi B's story. Cardi B's life has not had the life of a black woman. She might have had the life of a minority, but she has not had the life of a black woman. Point blank, period. I can't.
But she's Spanish. You know, Spanish people don't never want to acknowledge their blackness. No way. So that's a whole.
Do we get the pleasure to not acknowledge our blackness?
I'm just saying that's a.
We don't get that pleasure. We can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she's able to deny that part of her, she's not black because I have to be black every day.
But she has gone on record and said, "I'm black." I'm not
because
this
it was
color from
increasing.
two white people fucking.
It's a marketing strategy. That's all it is money. People is fucking with Cardi B because they thought that she was gonna be the next J-Lo. Then that monkey comment came out. Now all of a sudden she want to tell everybody she a Negro. It's all
look
money.
at her. Shit, she can't deny it.
You don't think it's authentic? You don't think she really know that she black?
I mean, she might have did a what is that? My DNA in me or whatever that is.
Look at her. What do you mean? Look, the bitch look black.
No, she don't.
Yes, she does.
A whole lot.
Yes, she does.
She looks like a light-skinned black girl. She looks
she
fucking
does not.
Yes,
she does not.
Don't look Dominican one day in her life.
All right.
She ain't one of them wavy ass light skinned people who can get away with lying about they mixed or whatever. She looks black.
Cardi B do not look black. I ain't never thought the girl was black, which is crazy because I definitely thought Jocelyn was. I was mad as hell when I found out Jocelyn wasn't black.
So what is she?
Hoes came out for banana boat, so fuck them.
Jocelyn ass black too. Fuck out of here.
Okay, we know that. Well, minus Alice Wheaton, we know them bitches is black.
Thank you for correcting your previous mishap. How did y'all feel about Remy comments though on State of the Culture?
I couldn't get past the wig. I'm sorry.
I thought she looked nice.
She was glowing.
She looked beautiful. I thought she was
I stopped listening.
She was glowing.
I don't like her what's the word? Her speech, the way she talks. I can't get past that hard ass.
She's been in jail for 20 years.
Brooklyn ass or wherever, Queens, wherever she from. I couldn't. That accent.
I like her accent. I be loving that shit, especially when she like on the record. Anytime she go hard, she sound like a nigga when she rapping, and
but
I like that.
I do think she made some valid points, and I like how she was able to talk about it, even though everyone knows she hates Nicki's guts. She was able to talk about it from an unbiased standpoint.
That opinion was very biased, but she did articulate herself very well.
Well, she didn't come off like it was Nicki hate. It didn't come off like that.
I just don't. I mean, she's pretty much saying the same thing that you guys are saying, and I just don't agree with us giving Cardi leeway saying that, it's okay for Cardi to act like that because she's just entering the game, and then saying that Nicki can't act like that because she should be different. But that's what Remy was saying on State of the Culture.
Well, I'm saying I would have respected Nicki more if she tried to square back up with with Cardi. I think, for me, I didn't fuck with what Nicki did because it just looked like this girl in your face or trying to get in your face talking big shit, throwing shoes at you, and you just standing there like, I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, she didn't know what she was doing. She did that on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. Being an antagonizer. She antagonizes people and then plays victim when shit get real. Period.
Yeah.
I ain't no fighter, so I can't say that Nicki should have fought. Because I wouldn't have fought the bitch neither. I would have been on the floor. I would have passed out and called 911. Pressed charges to the fullest extent of the law. Like my life was threatened, goddammit.
My life was threatened. That's a white woman move. Call the police on these niggas.
Hey, it is what it is. You go, bitch, I don't fight.
Nicki is a rich white woman. So.
Oh, that's how we feel. We just had this pro-black conversation.
I was kidding. I just had so much time there. I was just kidding.
Oh. But the whole thing, I'm over it. I really was disgusted.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna defend Nicki just period, but I can't admit, like, the Queen Radio episode, it was a bit much.
It went too far. She took
look at God.
Whatever. I'm just gonna say it was a bit much. However, like, you gotta understand who you picking you gotta pick your battles. And Cardi chose that. Like, she picked that battle, and that was the retaliation. I'm sick of this whole back and forth with words and this he said BS. I want to hear some bars.
She was gonna die. You put your hands on people, you die, girl.
Right.
Let them
Is that a threat? So do y'all think if it goes to records, to diss records, do y'all think that they're gonna come with bars? Do you think they're gonna write it themselves?
I hope so.
Girl,
I hope so.
That low ass shade that you just threw. But I think honestly, because going back to the actual event, I felt like before that event happened or during that event, Cardi made the decision to be herself. And before that, when she was pregnant and going on those interviews, you could see that she was changing and she was becoming a lot more demure in her personality. And she was like becoming, industry-like or whatever. But I think in that moment, Cardi B made the decision.
Went back to the old Cardi.
Exactly. She Becca Lee's from the Bronx and she gonna be a Bronx bitch. The only thing about it is if Nicki release a diss record, myself, I'm gonna ask why you ain't respond to Remy. It's easy. Like Cardi B, honestly, is an easy kill. You ain't really gotta say much to kill her as long as your shit lyrical. Remy, why you ain't say nothing to her?
But no
Cardi B, you gotta say something to her.
No Fries was her attempt to come back to her. It just was a fail.
It really wasn't a comeback because she said in the record, I don't do diss records. I make hit records. So that was her saying, like, I peeped you, but I ain't gonna respond to you.
That's a cop-out.
But what? Here I go, defending the girl again. Because I'm just saying, like, what can you say? You can't Nicki cannot be as disrespectful with Remy because Remy is dark-skinned and Nicki is not. as she can with Cardi, because it's gonna turn into the same thing that's happened with Cardi. Like, oh, you don't like black women, you don't like dark-skinned women. The same thing going on with Asian Doll right now for her previous comments on dark-skinned women. And a girl from City Girls.
Which is crazy, because ain't now one of these bitches, like, well, especially a girl from City Girls. That bitch 2 hours in the sun away from being dark-skinned, for real.
JT?
Ooh. Yes. No.
I couldn't think of her name.
Carisha. JT is the one that's locked up. And JT is dark-skinned. Your motherfucking partner is dark.
All I'm saying is,
none of that makes sense.
If Nicki was to do a track and said something crazy, they'd say she hate dark skinned girls. Cardi is an easy kill.
Shut the fuck up, Nicki Minaj, bitch, and go write that tell-all book.
You think she should just stop? You don't think she should respond?
No, she's the queen. Who gives a fuck? None of these bitches is fucking with her. None of these bitches got the legacy that she's left. Go make some music, go find you some love, and stop addressing these dumb hoes. Yeah, that's what the queen do.
Cardi should give her side of it, or go on record, go on the radio and say her side of it, or whatever, on podcast, or however the fuck she want to do it.
Yeah, she ain't finna get on a podcast.
And then let that be the end of it. I'm just saying, like, whatever the equivalent is. Let that be the end of it. I don't want to hear it back and forth. Maybe a diss record from each of them, and that's it.
If they have a real beef, and put it on wax, I don't know if I'm here for it. At first I was here for it, but now I'm just like,
over it.
Like, I want to know what type of tea they gonna spill, because it would be a diss record if it wasn't. And like, they know more about each other than we'll ever know. So I want to hear it.
I'm afraid it's gonna get more violent, and that's what I don't like. Like, the camps gonna be starting to fight each other, and that's what's gonna look real stupid.
And that's the thing, because Cardi do, not saying that Nicki don't have those same type of people, but Cardi B clique is more of the...
She got some...
Cardi can bail her team. Not Cardi. Nicki can bail her team out of jail. Can Cardi do that? Not saying Cardi. Cardi's a millionaire. But it's her money that long. And she's that powerful.
She could. I don't know about powerful, but her money long enough.
But
Nicki
you know
had
what?
to go grab some bitches, some old washed up ass reality hoes.
But you know what? I would say Cardi would be able to do that just because her shithead ass baby daddy is who he is, and he's backed up by who he's backed up by.
Atlantic.
Gucci.
But Quavo's trying to go solo and leave both them bitches in the dust, so that's gonna be a wrap pretty soon.
He have been clowning.
We'll see. I don't know, because I didn't like his album with Travis Scott. That shit was terrible.
That album?
Exactly. Exactly.
They finna trying to get Dream Doll with Amigos, and she finna take this shit over.
And Sweetie.
Ain't she supposed to be dating one of them?
Dream Doll and Quavo, Sweetie, and Takeoff.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I think it's Sweetie. Have y'all any of y'all listened to her music?
I don't know.
I've listened to her music because my niece loves her, that Icy song. My niece loves her music, so I've heard it, and I've looked at her interviews. She's very passionate about her career. She sat down with Sway. She did a little freestyle. I think it was Sway, and she did a little freestyle and everything. Is she the next up? No.
There's too many of them.
It's never too many new female rappers. It's not enough iconic.
Yeah, it's too many. What I'm trying to say is, I agree, it's never too many female rappers. That came out wrong. It's too many girls to me that just seem like microwave, IG famous. Like, it's too... It's
not enough women with bars.
They don't really seem authentic, exactly. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
They all in the industry to make money. Now, I can't knock nobody for rapping as they hustle. That was how it really started. Rapping was a hustle.
You could knock the little bad baby bitch that's on the cover of Billboard. She ain't no damn rapper.
Ain't she a whole minor out here getting ran through?
She stayed with those new rappers, little Trippie Redd in there.
Impact, like she was nominated for a Billboard award. She's on the cover of Billboard.
People are actually listening to her music?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, she just remixed Drake and everybody's going crazy over it.
I've never heard one song from this girl.
She did a song.
How about that? You ain't hear that remix?
I think that was
Catch Me Outside. How about that?
Like, it seems real microwave. Like, it don't seem authentic. A lot of them anyway, like everybody, especially this whole new wave of starting out as an IG personality and then getting a deal, like Light Skin Keisha. I do like her song though. She whatever song she used.
Treadmill or something, ain't it?
Something where she did the back that ass up beat, but it's like slow down or something. I do like that song a lot, but she's like the only one I think is like good at it. Everybody else is just like.
We're going to create you.
We're going to create you. They just spitting them out one after the other, one after the other.
When it comes to these new artists, I don't see anybody that actually went through, like, that whole I want to be a rapper struggle. And I think that's why I be going so hard for Nicki, because I feel like Nicki is the last artist that went through that whole mixtape grind, that went through the whole come up DVD grind, that went through the whole, I'm going to just keep putting my music out there until some shit hit. What about Rhapsody?
She didn't really...
Well, no, Rhapsody has been on her grind, but she hasn't necessarily reached that height yet, even though she should have. She's getting the acknowledgement, of course. She got nominated for a Grammy, and she's pretty much had the same story as Cardi B, but the same love.
I'm going to say, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think Rhapsody is not popping because she doesn't really have a sex appeal. I think that's the one.
But she's beautiful.
She's I'm not saying she's an ugly girl. I know. I'm just saying she don't have that sex appeal.
She not putting it out there to be a thought.
Bars. Like, she got nigga bars. She not doing the
thotty
ass. I mean, suck your dick.
She's actually lyrically rapping about.
She's not out here dressing like a stripper. She don't have that sex appeal element, and I feel like she's not getting the same attention or the same love because she doesn't have that one thing.
I'm not saying I 100% agree, but I get where you're coming from, and that's my issue of why I have that's why I have an issue with Cardi B, because I feel like we're promoting, this has nothing to do with Cardi B the person. She has a nice personality, and she is a hard worker. I give her credit. However, by promoting a female rapper that is not lyrical, that is enlisting all of this help, is reiterating the stereotype that women need that help. It's some female artists out here, i.e. Rhapsody, that don't need no niggas in the studio with her. That knows how to mix her music and put it all together and does it like a scientist and has been grinding. It has the same exact story as Cardi B, minus the stripping. But ain't nobody promoting it.
Cardi and Nicki are similar. Nicki's whole gimmick when she first got on was being fake.
She can rap. She can rap.
Yeah, that's when it seemed like everybody wanted to jump on the bandwagon.
Everybody wanted to be gay and lesbian. That was her whole gimmick.
My argument is not that Cardi is sexual or flaunts her sexuality. It's the fact that she cannot back it up with her talent. Simple as that. No one says Cardi B is lyrical. Nobody even really says that they like her music.
Recently.
But I'm not talking about recently. Just the overview, the general aspect of women in hip hop. Mm-hmm. Cardi B, allowing Cardi B to be the forefront of female hip hop is reiterating the stereotype that women need that help in the studio, because she's admitting to having people write for her. And that should never be okay. That's why they don't respect female rappers, because these bitches is not writing their rhymes, they not pushing their pen, and they not supporting or promoting artists that actually do.
Well, I mean, we can't help what the people like. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
We gonna change the narrative, and that's all I'm saying.
Because I agree with you with that point you just made. But at the end of the day, the consumers, it's whatever these.
Why is it like that? It's because the radio stations are paying to get their records spun. People don't really know what they like because they listening to the radio. It goes back to, like, are you searching your own music? Are you looking for these artists on IG? Do you have your own SoundCloud where you can hear these new artists? Are you looking on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of these other different avenues for this music that you can find, but nobody's doing it because it's easier to just listen to who the record labels are promoting.
The radio playing the same 6 songs,
20
times.
At the same damn time.
But that's my only issue with Cardi B. It's not that I don't like her or none of that. I just feel that in the story that is the FemC, like, it frustrates me to see them promoting somebody. If she had a dick, to be honest, if she was a guy, she would not be getting all of this love. Point blank, period.
I agree.
They definitely would have been shot her ass to the ground by now.
Exactly.
Ate her ass alive and left her there.
Imagine if who hot real, like 6ix9ine. Every time 6ix9ine say he better than somebody else, people drag him to filth. But they co-sign Cardi being better than Nicki. People will argue you down, as this episode has proven.
Every time.
They will argue you down. They will argue you down about Cardi B, but nobody will say that. If Cardi was a guy saying that she was better than somebody that has been in the game 10 plus years, they would drag her to filth.
But they clown 6ix9ine, but his records are still selling. I mean, you can clown him all day long, but people still fucking with his music.
He's only been active for 9 months.
I'm just saying what it is. I'm not saying the shit makes sense. That's just what it is.
I mean, it's a double standard for both, because guys get to be shitty artists and not be criticized. But it's so many of them, I guess it gets flown under the radar. That's why I always say she rap better than your mans. At the end of the day, well, I said what I said about Cardi, but even with her non-authentic music, it's better than the guys.
I think that's a good closing point. She rap better than your man.
She rap better than your man.
We got it full circle.
Hashtag.
Full circle.
She rap better than your man's though.
But I think that's just how I feel about it. I guess y'all team Bardi gang bitches can.
I wouldn't say Bardi gang, but in a Nicki.
I wouldn't say